Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station, and I won an award.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2017 Radio Personality of the Year award winner, Stephen Phillips.
Well, my daddy told me one day I'd amount to something.
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Stephen, be ready, because I can dish it out.
Well, my problem is I can't take it.
And Packy Smith is a winner, too.
Are we all aware that 2017 was a few years ago?
Well, all right.
He's not in radio for the money, just the glory.
You have got to get Stephen Phillips off the radio. He has lost it.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. Hope everybody's tuned in with us, and we have got Dean Miller. Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, so far so good. For those that do not know, Dean has got a very famous father, Roger Miller. Everybody remembers Trailers for Sale or Rent. Of course, he sings
right.
it better
King
than
of the
I do.
Road.
King of the Road.
That's right.
Anyway, you've got your own thing going on, which is very interesting. So how's everything been going with you so far with all the COVID and all that stuff?
Oh, well, I'm an introvert, so I like being home. But it's been okay. It's been a nice time to, write and perform. Write songs and concentrate on making music. But I know it's been hard on a lot of other people, so I feel for them. But for me, it's been okay.
There you go. I'm with you. Well, I'm kind of like you. I ain't got no friends, so nobody comes over. I ain't got to worry about all that.
He didn't say he doesn't have friends. He said he's an introvert.
Yeah, that's Miss Dawn speaking there. That's my sidekick today. So anyway,
okay.
Let's talk about one of the things you got. You got a new album you just released, 1965, which is I love it. I mean, I've got it downloaded legally. Legally, I won't say that.
Okay. Good.
But anyway, you had posted the Wild Eyed World, which is a great song, and that you had some controversy over the video of the thing. And so what are you getting? I mean, to me, I think you had everybody in the world as far as everything, white, black, you name it. And so what kind of feedback are you getting on that?
I made this video, and I purposely, it's about how we all have these voices yelling at us on the news and everywhere else about how we should live. And I didn't want to take sides in the video. I just wanted to present all sides, from left to right to up to down. We have people telling us what they think and how we should live and yelling at us on TV all day long. And sometimes you just got to step back from that and try to think what you think about it. And that's really kind of what the song is about, how we live in this crazy world. And really we should just kind of shut out the noise sometimes.
I'm with you on that. It kind of throwed me off, though. You got Tammy Faye Baker in there, man. I forgot about Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah, she's in the video. I just, sometimes I think that there are a lot of religious people who use religion for the wrong purposes, and I just wanted to kind of make a point about that.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that. It's like you got, all these healing preachers. I get kind of aggravated at them because I can tell you right now, if I could heal somebody, I'd be down at these kids' hospitals and I'd be emptying them out.
Absolutely.
That you make a point I never thought about, but you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
Yeah, of course, Packy, he wouldn't use it for nothing but winning the lottery. So
that's true.
Yeah, he'd be. But now you got another song, 1965, which is a cool song, talking about going back in time. 1965 wouldn't do me no good because I wasn't born to 68, but that's a cool
tune. All right. Well, the song is about really longing for a time in life that doesn't exist anymore. But, I always thought 1965 was a cool era for the cars and the style and the way people dressed. And, people really took pride in the way they looked when they went out.
Yeah.
And that's kind of part of it. And just there was just a cool feeling in the air at that time, I think. I mean, I was barely born at that time. So, I just wanted to write a song about that kind of nostalgia.
Well, this is a cool album. Y'all need to check it out. It's Dean Miller, 1965. Now, you do a lot of other stuff. I mean, other than just music, you actually, we had Georgette Jones on the other day, and you actually produced her new album that she's releasing, Skin, right? So you're doing that?
Yes, I produced her album. I also sing a duet on there with her.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine, a really good person, and I just really enjoyed working with her on that album. Definitely.
Well, it's a great album, no doubt.
Thank you.
he's
Vince Gill
worked-
is on that album too. She did a duet with Vince Gill on there, and the way he sang on that record, I've never heard Vince sing like that. He's real kind of soulful and gruff, and I don't think of him as that kind of singer. But boy, he knocked it out of the park.
He did good. I've listened to it, no doubt. Vince Gill beats all I ever seen. I mean, he started out with Pure Prairie League and ended up with the Eagles. I mean, what kind of career is that?
Oh, he's done all right.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. Dean, do you prefer the producing part or do you prefer the creation part? What do you like best?
I prefer the money part.
Smart man.
I love both of them. One of my favorite things is when you write a song and that song starts to come to life in the studio between when you thought of it and then all the musicians are playing it, and then that song comes to life. That's really one of the magical moments of life to me. But beyond that, I really like to perform. I love to perform, and I love to travel, so that part of performing is good too.
Yeah,
for me. Mm-hmm.
That right now, like you just released this new album. I guess I'm gonna call it an album, but things have changed over the years. Because you started out with singles, and then you went to records, and then cassettes and 8-tracks, and now I think we're back to singles. Now, what do you think? I mean, you just released this album. Are you doing CDs now, or what are you doing?
Well, I think the album is because I had a pile of songs that I felt like I wanted to release, and I just wanted to get them out there. And then I printed some CDs because, first of all, believe it or not, some people prefer that. Right. And then also, if you want to get an autographed copy, I'll sign it for you, and it has all the lyrics inside it and a booklet, about the songs. So sometimes that's nice to be able to read along while you listen. Right. I really miss the days of albums when you could fold out a bunch of information and pictures and read about who played on the songs and all that. I really miss that.
Yeah, that's cool because I think, I'm like you. I like the song, but I like to know where it come from, who wrote it, and how, the thought process in that,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, you got that's something else that I thought was pretty, we need to talk about. You got I guess a podcast that you do like every Wednesday you release out.
Yeah, it's
Dean's
really
List?
terrible. I've been neglectful of it because I've been so busy. I got to a point last month I was producing 5 different projects at once, and I said I got to stop this. I'm just getting confused.
Right.
But I do a podcast because I just really my life is pretty insane, and I grew up in a show business family with my dad, Roger Miller. And I just have a million stories, and my friends started telling me, you ought to put a podcast out. People would want to hear these stories. So I just put it together mainly to just share all these amazing experiences I've had.
Well, now, if y'all hadn't listened to it, he's got, I don't know, I think 14 or 15 of them up so far. Very interesting to listen to, and especially you're a John Cougar Mellencamp fan, big time, right?
Well, his music, yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to hear that. But anyway, one of the things I thought was pretty cool, though, is, Wink Martindale, we interviewed him, who's not got him on yet. We had to pre-record it. And his wife said that Elvis Presley was on a scale of 1 to 10, as a kisser, was a 10. Now, you actually got to, you actually kissed Tammy Wynette, did you not?
Oh, that sounds so terrible the way you put it. But yes.
Oh, my word.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where are we at on that?
I was a child. I think I was 14, 15 years old, and my dad used to play Las Vegas, and at the time, it was a very different era, but, my dad would do 2 shows, and he'd say, well, here's $20, go entertain yourself while I'm on stage.
Oh, what a cool dad that is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Here's $20, have fun.
Yeah, and then I would have to, I had this rule. I had to be backstage at a certain time because they were coming off stage, right? So I would just do whatever I wanted, basically, as long within reason. And then when my dad would, I'd get to a certain point in the show, and I could remember by the songs where they were at, and I should go get ready and be backstage for when he came off. But I'm getting off track here. Tammy Wynette was playing down the street at the Frontier Hotel one time, and he just arranged for me to go see the show. so he gave me $20, and I took a cab down to see Tammy Wynette, and they were just so kind. They're just, I mean, she was one of the kindest people in the whole world. Wow. And so during her show, she would come out in the audience and sing and talk to people, and she came out and she came over to my table and leaned over to kiss me, but I didn't expect it. It was full on the mouth, you know. And I went, "Whoa, hey!" Oh. And so then there was a photographer there who took a picture of it right at that moment, and then she autographed the picture, and I still have it. You know,
that's an awesome memory.
Picture. But it looks worse than it is. It looks like, you know.
Well, I know all of us redneck, we were envious. We were like, daggone, man. What's going on?
15-year-old's dream.
There you go.
Yeah.
But a lot of these stories like he's talking about now is on this podcast, which is great. And y'all need to. So now if they want to get a copy of your CD or want to keep up with you, what are some of the social outlets that they can go to? Where can they find you?
Sure. Well, if you're streaming the record, it's available everywhere music is found or sold or bought or stolen. And
there you go.
And then if you want the CD, I'll sign it for you. You just I guess the easiest way is just go to my Instagram or Facebook or something and send me a note, and I'll send you one autographed. But on Instagram, it's at Dean Miller Music. On Instagram and Twitter and all that. So just at Dean Miller Music.
It's cool. He's got a lot of stuff going on. Check out. I thought one of the stories that you was talking about, I thought was pretty interesting is, you know, because you sing and you write and you do your own music and you're very proud of it. And you were talking about that, you know, you can be up doing a song and then when you get through, you got somebody in the crowd holler out to sing one of your dad's songs.
That's true. That's true. And that's okay. It's just that, you know, you work and labor and craft on a song forever and you put your heart and soul into it, and then people just ignore it, waiting for you to sing an old hit of my dad's. You know, that's kind of disheartening sometimes, but it's okay. It's part of the deal.
Well,
so
I can kind of feel your pain on that because, you know, we play music too, and, you know, I write a song and I'm terrible at it, but anyway, I'm pretty proud of it. And as soon as we get done, somebody hollers out, "Freebird!" But at least, you know, when they holler, at least when they holler, your dad's got cool songs to sing, you know.
True, and I'm related to him, so that's okay, you know. But it's okay.
There you go.
All right.
Well, Dean, we sure appreciate y'all you calling in, and like I said, y'all need to go to check out Dean Miller Music. You need to definitely sign up for the podcast because he is, and you get back on that. I signed up last Wednesday. It's supposed to be Wednesdays when you release that, and I'm like, dadgummit, he must still be in the building.
I'm not regular. I got to get back to being regular about it. I'm just so busy. It sometimes falls by the wayside, but I'll get back on it.
That'll work. Well, listen, we sure appreciate you. And hopefully now he played down here, I don't know, last year before last over at Granddaddy Mims on a songwriter's night. We need to get you back down here. Definitely need to get you back. I would love it. Yeah, I'll see if I can't twist some arms.
Just give me a call and pay me, and I'll be glad to come down.
We got the call part worked out. The payment, but yeah, you know how that goes.
Yes, exactly.
All right, man. We sure appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, Dean.
Absolutely. Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
All right. That is a great album. I'm not kidding you. 1965, and it's one of the kinds you can stick in and you can listen to all the songs. It's not like skip this one and go to the next one, and it's really cool. And
he's a fascinating guy.
He has got stories like you would not believe, and I just love to hear it. I mean, he talks about John Cougar Mellencamp, which is very interesting. He was at the Farm Aid. He talks about all the different stuff that he's got involved in and his dad, and it's very interesting. And especially if you're involved with music and that kind of stuff. And he tells you a little bit of, you know, what happened back in his day. Because he grew up with all that, you know. I mean.
Sure. And I saw on his website, I mean, he'll help aspiring artists. If somebody out there that's listening that wants to pursue a career in music, you know, maybe.
Well, I sent him some stuff. He said, I'll call you. So that's all I'm waiting on. So anyway.
Have you gotten a call?
Not yet. Folks, don't forget you can listen online anywhere in the world at WJULradio.com. That is WJULradio.com. Or you can listen live at Lake 97.7 WJUL. And don't forget, we're going to be uploading this to the YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So just go to the Morning Dish. You can listen to the show again and give us a like and give us a share. We appreciate it.